hope you guys are okay. I'm sorry about the technical glitch. I've just messaged Dr. V to let her know that we are live and we are ready to rock and roll. So for those of you who aren't really familiar with her work, then basically she is a doctor who specializes in people of color and their skin and their skincare. So she is the perfect person for my audience because my audience is majority of an ethnic background. So she's going to be talking us through ingredients that we should be looking out for in our skincare routines and certain ingredients that don't really do much to our skin or for our skin. So this Instagram live should be really, really good. And I am going to save this live and post it as an IGTV. So you guys can come back to it, or you can make notes if you want to. And yeah, it's gonna be an epic live. So I know my friend's t-shirt, it's from Primark. It's quite old, but I love it. I literally wear it all the time. So yeah, I am gonna see if Dr. V is on here. Haha! And I am adding her. So I'm gonna post this on my IGTV and I may post it onto YouTube depending on if you guys want to see. Hello!
Hi!
We made it!
Thank you for having me, Kaushal.
No, oh my god, I'm literally so excited to do this, and I feel like so many people who will be tuning in or watching this later are going to find it so useful. And you really know your stuff. I was telling everyone on live earlier that you're not just like a skincare enthusiast or just like a person that's really into skincare or a skincare specialist. You're a doctor. Like, you know your stuff.
I'm a bit of a geek, to be honest. I mean, this is like the thing that, you know, other people will watch E and things, and I will geek out on ingredients. So yeah.
And I love that. I love that. And the fact that you are another Asian woman, I get to do a live with another amazing Asian woman who's got this amazing business and who really knows her stuff. And I feel like you're such an authority figure in the industry that I was just a bit like, this is going to be like such an incredible thing to do for everyone on Instagram. So I think it's going to be amazing. So I did run through a bit of a kind of schedule of like what we're planning to do. But I want to give you the floor to basically be like, right, this is what we need as a community in our skincare. So over to you. Right. I'm not going to make any notes because I'm going to type this all up on the caption when I post it as an IGTV. So I'm going to let you take the floor and educate not only everyone watching but me as well.
Okay, so basically what it is with skin of color, we have large melanocytes, the cells that are producing the pigment melanin. And so those cells basically can overproduce pigment if they become inflamed. So we can't afford to irritate our skin at all compared to Caucasian skin, where they can literally do a TCA peel, burn the skin, and they'll be fine. For us,
is that why when sometimes we get a spot, it leaves a mark?
Okay. Exactly, because of inflammation. We can't afford one scratch, one bite, one burn, we pigment. So we have to be so careful with our skin compared to Caucasians. And that's why we have to be a lot more educated with what we should and shouldn't be putting on our skin.
Which is why we're doing this live.
Super. So that's basically it. So then if you so that's it. Once you know that, and you just know that you want to look off, make sure you don't cause any inflammation to your skin, then you just start picking your ingredients based on that knowledge.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Brilliant. So, okay, so would you be able to give us some ingredients that we should be looking for in our skincare routines?
Yeah.
Or products?
Okay, so the number one is your vitamin A. So vitamin A is the number one anti-aging ingredient. So that's basically one of the only products that you can put on your skin that will stimulate collagen. So my favorite is retinaldehyde. So retinaldehyde is perfect for skin of color, 0.1%, because what it does is it's almost as effective as retinoic acid, which is a pure form, but with 0 side effects.
Oh, brilliant. We like that.
I know, the problem is it is expensive and it's hard to get hold of. In fact, I was looking and I manufacture it in our products at the Hyperpigmentation Clinic, but actually over the counter, I could only find one brand, Dermaquest, who sell 0.1% retinaldehyde, and that is the best form for skin of color. So the vitamin A that you want. So it stimulates your collagen, increases your cell turnover, so that you get rid of that dull, dead skin that happens as we age. I think that's just something that you want in your skincare routine from about 25 years old on plus. So, you know, people ask, oh, what age should I start doing my anti-aging routine?
Yeah.
You know, 20 years old is when you have your peak collagen. After 20 years old, you lose 1% of collagen every year.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It just goes downhill after that.
I'm what, 11% down.
You look beautiful, Kaushal. You're fine. But if you want to use a vitamin A, go for that one. The cheaper option is retinol. It's the one that you find in all the products. You know, the ordinary amounts of 1%, 0.2%, etc. And you can find it in lots of products. But retinol is very irritating to our skin. We can't put 1% on from the ordinary. It will irritate your skin. You may get more pigmentation. So definitely buy a lower percentage, maximum 0.2% retinol for skin of color.
For skin of color. That's really weird because I've been, for some weird reason, when like retinol was like a big thing, I think it was like last year or maybe the year before in skincare, it was like everyone was talking about retinol. And I didn't really do much research on it, if I'm going to be completely honest, but I just was really scared to put up my skin. I don't know why, because everyone was like, oh, it's this super product, and I was like, ooh, I don't know why, but it put me off, and I've always been scared to put it on, but now that I know that I need to look for a certain percentage of that, it makes everything a lot clearer.
0.2%, in fact, I've got it here. So 0.2% retinol in squalene is perfect.
Okay, and that's from the Ordinary brand.
From the Ordinary. Or you can also purchase 5% gram-active retinoid.
Okay.
So those two you can purchase. My favorite is still going to be retinaldehyde, but this is much cheaper. I mean, these are like £5 a bottle. I love the Ordinary. You know, you can play with the Ordinary, you know, and you know what percentage. So
Ordinary are about good, clean, like the ingredients. Like it is what it says what it is on the package.
I know, and because I'm a formulator, I need to know percentages. For me, it's not good enough for it to say, oh, it's got retinol, and they think
you're like, no, how much is it then? Anything could say it's got retinol in it, I suppose, but yeah, it's that percentage that, like you said, plays the bigger part for us.
Definitely.
And we're not just talking Asian skincare, we're talking any like people of color skincare. Like it's not just Asian skincare.
Exactly. So, you know, I get asked all the time, someone might say, oh, but I'm European, but I get pigmentation. It's because your melanocytes are large. So that's what it is. The whole thing comes down to your melanocytes, those cells producing the pigment melanin. If those cells are easily stimulated, then you have to be careful. If you get melasma, then you have to be careful. If you get pigmentation from scratches or inner thigh pigmentation or other forms of pigmentation, then you're skin of color and you have to be careful. That's it.
Because I can have like an annoying spot, and like it will look like I've got a spot for like a month and a half, 2 months, but it's just a piece of scarring like on my chin. It's not a spot, it's just scarring.
Does it go brown or red?
It goes brown.
It goes brown. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's pure pigmentation. So basically what it is, you know, people sometimes don't know when they get a mark, whether it's erythema, PIE, or whether it's PIH. So if you put glass up to it, if that mark goes, then that is basically a capillary issue. It's PIE. So it needs completely different treatments compared to what you're getting, which is pigmentation.
Yeah.
So we can do another video later on pigmentation.
Yeah. So we've got retinaldehyde.
Yes, well done.
Or retinol. Basically less than 1%, right? What would you say is another? And sorry, so vitamin A is this.
Vitamin A. So that's all vitamin A done.
Yeah.
It's simple, easy, but put it on at nighttime as one of your first actives. After you've cleansed your face, pop on your vitamin A, and that's the best time to wear it. Yeah. Within a month, you'll start seeing results with that.
Wow. And it's really weird because I always thought vitamin C was the the hero product for pigmentation, but is actually vitamin
A for anti-aging, for fine lines, so around the eye area. For me, it's around the mouth area. And
Yeah.
I'll pop it on exactly where I get my issues.
Okay, so vitamin A is for fine, specifically for anti-aging. Okay,
anti-aging,
I need to
fine
add that
lines.
to my list.
Yeah, amazing. I'll send it to you. It's amazing.
So one thing that I spoke to Dr. V yesterday on the phone, and we were just talking about skincare, and she said something really, really interesting about, because I was like, is there like a way that you should put your skincare on? And I loved the analogy you gave of what you want out of your skincare. You should be putting that product on first, and then the other products on top. So that's a tip for anyone who, and it's not my tip, it's totally Dr. V's tip.
No, definitely. So for me, my issues, I'm very happy to tell everyone my issues. I get here, so I'll put my vitamin A here, I'll put my vitamin A here, then I get pigmentation here.
Oh,
so
okay.
My alpha arbutin, my ascorbic acid, and my niacinamide. So those 3 ingredients there. And then I will apply my moisturizer, which will have ceramides in it, because again, as we age, we lose ceramides.
Okay.
And then I'll apply, say, like rosehip oil or squalene or something on top, just to seal it all in. But then
and I love that you've just done like a multi-masking type thing, but for skincare, you don't need to put, because I do that, I just slather everything on my face all over.
Yeah.
But I like that you target the areas where you need. So vitamin A, because it's anti-aging, you put only on the areas where you need it. So your products last longer, and you're obviously using it in the areas that you only need it in.
Yeah, and you just want to do anything that will cause less irritation. So that makes sense. Kind of the thing. Let me change. I think my bulb is like a strange color. Doing some like, I'm like going grey. I'm not that orange.
No, you're perfect. Right.
Do you know what? You can come upstairs, and my kids are upstairs, and they won't leave me alone. So
it's like that Kim Kardashian video of like, I'm trying to get away from my kids, and North is like, hey, that's mean.
I saw that. Okay, I was like, no, I'm allowed downstairs. I don't trust them one bit.
Right, so we have vitamin A for anti-aging specifically. What's another product that we should be looking for?
Okay, so the next one is B3 niacinamide.
B3 niacinamide. Okay.
B3 niacinamide. It's fantastic. So that's great, basically for everything and for everyone. It's one of those products, the ingredients which are very rare, that will basically reduce your sebum, great for acne. It will reduce any erythema, great for red sensitive skin. It will reduce your, improve the texture of your skin too. So if you've had acne in the past, your texture is not great. So literally, it does everything.
Wow.
And it's non-irritating. It's got pH of the same pH as your skin. And so it just doesn't irritate anybody. So it's one that I would 100% tell you to put into your skincare routine. Also for pigmentation, it actually stops the melanin from going from the melanocyte to the cells above it. And so,
so it treats it from
inside as well. So it works on the melanocyte, prevents the melanin going into the keratinocytes, the cells around it. And then those keratinocytes come to the surface with less melanin in them.
Got it. So you're almost treating it before it gets to a stage where you're like, crap, what do I do now?
Yeah. They don't have to like the top layer of skin after. So yeah, no, it's a great ingredient. We put it in our products also at the Hyperpigmentation Clinic. It's,
oh my god,
amazing. You know, even over the counter. So here, for example, is niacinamide 10% plus zinc. Literally purchase it from the Ordinary. Like,
oh my god, amazing.
So definitely worth having in your.
I feel like that product, whenever I try to get it, it's always out of stock as well.
Oh really?
Yeah. The last time I checked, I was like, why is this product always out of stock?
I think it's a really popular product. I think the Paula's Choice also does a good niacinamide too.
Amazing. What I'll do is I'll get a list of products that you recommend for these certain ingredients, and then I can pop it into the description box for this IGTV video that I'll post as well. So it'll make it really easy for everyone who wants to watch it back or wants to take notes or anything.
Definitely. I'll give you links to everything, so it'll be easy.
Thank you.
And the next one is vitamin C. So vitamin C, be careful, okay? So vitamin C, people think, oh, this is an amazing ingredient, and it is, but it is so unstable that it basically oxidizes. It can actually oxidize in the jar. So basically what that means is you want to wear antioxidants in combination. Never ever purchase a vitamin C serum on its own. It must always be C plus E plus ferulic acid plus green tea extract, so other antioxidants. So antioxidant must always be in combination. It's not even worth your money buying monotherapy because it's oxidized before it's hit your skin.
Yeah. And they say it's an active ingredient, right? Which means that it goes off. That's what I've been told, that it goes off within like.
No, actives just mean anything that works on your skin. So, for example, when you look at the back of an ingredients package, some stuff will be emollients, solvents, and those are not actives. The actives are the things that do things to your skin. So, so that's what that means. But it's unstable. So you're right to say, yeah. And that's why you want to have it as a combination. So, for example, SkinCeuticals does a good one, CE plus ferulic acid. Drunk Elephant does a good one actually, which is called C-Firma.
The C-Firma, yeah, I've got that.
Have you got it? Do you like it?
I really like the brand because I love that they are like as clean as products, like skincare products can be. I love their marula oil. I love their, you can't get it here for the baby facial. It's like a really strong.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah. Oh, you don't like it?
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Do you know what it is?
You can't get it here, so
okay.
Yeah, it's like
strong.
Yeah, and I think that's why you can't get it, because it's like the ingredients are too strong for like the UK like laws of selling
especially
skincare.
The skin of color. So imagine if
really,
yeah. So
the job I don't have it anymore.
They're a much better formulation. I did a whole video basically that I'm releasing next week on Drunk Elephant and basically breaking down the best and the worst for skin of color. So some are great ingredients, some great products, but some I just know are going to burn skins. And if we burn, we pick. Do you know what it is? I think for me, I get to see, because of the number, I mean, I do about 5,000 treatments a year on skin of color. For me, even 1% of burns is hundreds of burns. So I literally can't even afford the 1% of burns, which means everything that I talk about has to be safe for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I was like, good job I don't have the baby face anymore. I got it years and years and years ago. And again, I was scared to use that, and I used it quite a few times, to be fair. But I was so scared I would put it on, and then within like 3 minutes, I would be like, I think I'm gonna take off now.
Yeah, definitely, like straight away. You know the name baby facial? It makes it sound like so cute, TLC. It makes it sound so adorable and like nothing can go wrong. That's like scares me. Do you know what I mean?
No, but I do love the brand. I feel like the brand has so many good products. And it's great to know that they do a really good, like the vitamin C, the C-Firma, which is really, really good.
And plus, you know what I love about it is they don't use fragrance. So fragrance are one of the things that you want to avoid in your skincare, and they hide it. So if you look at the back of ingredients, it won't, sometimes it'll say perfume, but sometimes it'll say citral or lemony, limonene. And so you don't even know that that's fragrance, and that's highly irritating to your skin. So what I would say is smell your products. If they smell like strawberries and lemon, it's got fragrance in it, and it could lead to hepatitis. You don't want to smell anything. I love smelling ingredients. Like I want to smell the azelaic acid, but that could also be the geek in me. So. Like I can smell the niacinamide.
I feel I need to get niacinamide in my life.
Yes, it's so good. You know, the one that I'm actually really like at the moment is this one, CEREMIDES. So
you've mentioned that brand a few times. Yeah.
So it's brilliant because of the ceramides. So that's one of the other ingredients I would definitely say to add to our skincare. So basically 50% of our skin are ceramides. But as we age, that goes down. And so the hydration levels of our skin goes down. And that's why as we age, our skin feels dry and dull. You lose the glow that you have when you're younger. And so what you want to do is replace the ceramides and replace the water content of your skin. So this is a great thing to be wearing actually around the eye area. Plus niacinamide is not in this product, which means it's a high percentage. So
I've learned so much already. I'm like bursting with information.
I'm like overload. You know, sometimes I like
No, but the thing is I'm going to post this on as an IGTV so people can refer back to it. And I think it's really like, I feel like if you watch it again and again, you'll get new stuff out of the video. So it's all really, really, really good information.
Oh, good. I'm
really,
glad.
really helpful. So are there any other ingredients you want to mention, or?
Yeah, the other one I would say is peptides. So do you wear peptides in your skincare?
I feel like I've seen the word somewhere in one of my skincare drawers.
Have you got Protini by any chance? Protini peptide from Drunk Elephant?
Yes, yeah. I think that must be where I've what's it called? Read that word.
Have you tried it on? What do you think?
No, I've not tried it on. No, not yet.
Definitely worth using because it's got 9 peptides in it, and again, it stimulates your collagen. So remember, 11% Kaushal since 20 years old. Honestly, you know, once you had kids as well, everything just goes worse. Like,
really?
You're
like trying to like anti-gravity everything.
I know. I like touch my daughter's face. I'm like, wow, my skin used to be like that.
Oh, I think Deep Tea has just left a comment saying Elemis is all about peptides, and I think I've got a mask or a eye cream or some sort of cream from Elemis, which is all to do with peptides. Like that's their thing.
Okay, fine. Yeah, perfect. And it's something that we should definitely be on. Because you know, the other thing is, you know how we get asked, oh, are collagen supplements good? Have you been asked about
yeah, like tablets and whatnot, or like drinks that you drink?
Yeah. So collagen is basically, if you're not taking enough protein into your system, your skin is the least important organ of the body. So protein will go everywhere before it hits your skin. It will go to your heart, your kidneys, your lungs, your brain. Everything is important.
But the biggest organ in your body.
So basically, that means that if you're not consuming enough protein, you're gonna see it on your skin with a lack of protein. So I would say you want to hit about 0.7 grams of protein per pound that you weigh. So I'm about 117 pounds, and I need to eat 80 grams of protein. And if you don't do that, then it's worth topping up with supplements. Got it. Okay. Yeah. So I use, for example, Vital Proteins, the collagen powder. That gives you about 20 grams per scoop, which is great. I mean, that's, if I've only eaten 50 or 60 grams that day, that just tops me up and gets me to my 80 grams. So you want to make sure, especially as we age, that our protein content
intake is okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. It's interesting that you're talking about physically eating things, because a lot of times people are like, oh, how do I get skin like yours, or how do I get skin like this? And I think a lot of the times people forget the thoughts you think and the things you eat play a massive part in the way that you are.
Completely. Honestly, you know, the other big one that we don't talk about and we should talk about is stress.
Yeah.
Stress.
Oh God.
Makes every skin condition worse, whether it's eczema, whether it's melasma, whether it's acne. Every single skin condition worsens, whether it's aging, all worsens with stress because of cortisol level. So
I saw that in my mum when my dad was really ill. My mum was very, very stressed out, and like within like a 5-year period, she aged like 10 years or something. Like it was crazy to see. Because you look at pictures like from then to now, and you just kind of go, "Whoa, you've aged so much in that short period of time." But it was all the stress that she was kind of going through.
It is like I struggle with stress. I mean, I'm the last person to talk. I try as much as I can with meditation, and the book that I always recommend is How to Start Living and Stop Worrying. And I also recommend obviously your husband's book too. That really helps me too. But it is something we struggle with. It's not something we don't talk about enough. Stress.
It's really interesting you say that, because I feel like that saying out loud makes you kind of go, oh, actually, yeah, that is. And especially coming from a doctor, like, hello, like, it can't be any more black and white than that. No, but that's the thing, it's very real, like, in a sense that even though you're a doctor, like, you still go through the same stresses or struggles as everyone else.
100%. And I'm very open about talking about it, because I mean, I'm not the only mum out there who's working and, homeschooling right now.
Yeah.
And also trying to run a business. There's so many mums doing the same thing. And we are, it is important to self-care, look after yourself first, because otherwise you have no capacity for anything else in life.
No,
Literally,
no.
like, give a 1 hour walk before I can even look at the children or look at anything else.
Oh, bless you. Right, shall we talk about some products that maybe are, I don't know, I don't want to call it like a myth, but like products that we might not really need to use or really need to look out for people of color?
Definitely. Okay, so the one that I would say that you should avoid for all skin types is alcohol. I think I think a lot of companies are starting to reduce the amount of alcohol they have in their skincare ranges. But you know, when you put alcohol on, people with oily, acne-prone skin love that feeling of stripping the skin and feeling like real slick is gone.
Yeah.
But what you're actually doing is twofold making a mistake. Number one, you're actually damaging the top layer of skin. And so you are not allowing the skin to repair, number one.
Okay.
And number two is that you're basically you're allowing the skin to produce more sebum than it was before. You're encouraging more sebum production, which means more acne. So it's a cycle.
It's a never-ending cycle.
It's a never-ending cycle. It's not worth it. I know that satisfaction that you get when you you take
I don't personally like that feeling. You know when your skin feels like squeaky and I'm like, ooh, it just doesn't feel natural to me. Like I just feel a bit, I don't know.
I know. Do you tend to get acne or not really? Like
I went through a phase in my teenage years where I got quite a bit of like forehead, specifically on the forehead. But I suffer more from pigmentation. I'll get like an odd spot here and there. Usually it's around that time of the month, and it will scar. And it doesn't matter what I use. There's always going to be that element of a bit of a scar there. Yeah.
Typically change your skincare around your that time of the month. Do you change your skincare?
No, so that's what. Well, I do in the sense that if I feel a spot coming on, I will try and use certain products that are supposed to help it calm down or not be as aggravated as possible. And I've been doing that more so in the last 6 months, a year to 6 months, and I have noticed a difference. But when I get the spots that are underneath my skin, they're the worst.
Yeah,
they're the worst.
They are. They're annoying. They pigment, those ones under the skin.
Yeah. Those I think are the ones that are worse when it comes to pigmentation. But that's where I need to use. Is it peptides and that?
Salicylic acid. 2%
Okay.
salicylic acid. So basically, that time of the month, do you measure it? Do you time like when it is for you? Like, can you decide? Do you know 2 days before?
It's usually like between 5 to 7 days before.
Okay, fine. So you know roughly when it's starting to happen. Then I would just swap your wash for a salicylic acid wash. So even this one, for example, 2%. Just swap that because actually all you're going to do is this is basically fat soluble. So it goes into the pore, cleans out the pore, reduces your sebum, and it unclogs the pore. So it just doesn't allow the spot to happen.
Okay.
So
interesting.
This is something we can talk about either actually. It's cyclically changing our skincare routine. So this is definitely working just for that 1 week. To be honest, you know what? I don't even write on my calendar or anything. It's my husband will tell me, he'll be like, you're due.
I can just sense it.
Apparently I can.
That's so funny.
I know. I'm like, I feel like that's a really good thing.
They can sense that. They can sense that a mile away.
I know. And he's always right. That's the most annoying thing. So that's
women are always right. Women are always right.
So that's the other big one is like that time of the month. Honestly, it happens to everybody. You know, your androgen levels go up, your sebum levels go up. I mean,
you're like a whole different person around that time. I am. Anyway,
no, I don't know. I really struggle with that time of the month.
Same. We're not alone.
I know.
Okay, so alcohol is one product that we should generally avoid in skincare. Any others that like really stand out?
The other big no combinations would be glycolic acid with retinol or glycolic acid with vitamin C. So the reason being, glycolic acid basically strips the top layer of skin away. And then if you apply retinol, which basically is increasing cell turnover, you are now having cells coming to the surface, which are stripping away, which leads to irritation and inflammation. So avoid that combination. and also avoid AHA, so glycolic acid with vitamin C, because vitamin C, don't forget, has to be at a low pH in order to stabilize the vitamin C.
Got it.
So you don't want to combine an acid with another acid, essentially.
Got it. Okay.
So that's another combination I would definitely avoid. The other big one is for people who have acne-prone skin and they're on benzoyl peroxide. So that really dehydrates your skin. So people on benzoyl peroxide should not, for example, be wearing vitamin A at the same time, or any AHAs or any other acids. So those are just combinations that you want to steer clear of.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Okay, that's really good, because I feel like sometimes you can be so bombarded with skincare products and you're like, cool, I'll just put everything on my face.
I know, honestly, I get it. I mean, the first time I started learning about skincare, so my parents own a company called Pharma Clinics, and it's basically this where I learned cosmetics, is where I learned how to manufacture, where I learned how to put ingredients together, etc. And so every year we used to do this exhibition called Dubai Derma, which is like the largest exhibition for dermatologists globally. And when I first started, I was a medical student. I was about 21 years old. I had no idea about skincare. And I used to be on the aeroplane on the way to Dubai trying to memorize as much about skincare as possible, because dermatologists were going to come and ask me about skincare.
Yeah.
So my dad would be literally pep talking me and teaching me. So he's like the other genius in the family who he's just so ahead of his stuff. Yeah, I mean, I could not have done any of this without him, to be honest.
Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, are there any other ingredients that you may want to add, or is that the kind of main ones that we should really?
I think it's the main one. I mean, honestly, you don't want to add too much either. So unless there's any other problem. So for example, if you've got hyperpigmentation, then that would be another set of ingredients. If your issue is rosacea, that'd be a set of ingredients. So if it was a problems, then do that. But if it's just actually, I just want to maintain good skin, I want to, maybe rejuvenate and stimulate collagen, then that's perfect. Everything that I've told you is more than enough.
Brilliant. So I know I've seen so many questions on this Instagram live, and basically I asked on my Instagram stories, what are your main skin concerns? And because like I was genuinely inundated with questions, Dr. V and I are going to do separate IGTVs for all the different kind of main skincare concerns that you guys had sent your way. So we're going to plan out a bit of a schedule. Maybe we can post a little stories on our Instagram stories of like what dates they'll be, so everyone can keep that one, maybe half an hour, 45 minutes clear in their diary. But I didn't want to like skim over hyperpigmentation, or skim over acne scarring, or skim over acne or fine lines, or I didn't want us to skim any of that. I want it to be really information that people can really take on board and take away with them, rather than just going, oh yeah, use a bit of this or use a bit of that, or don't use a bit of this. I want it to be quite a bit more in depth, so we can really understand what we're putting on our skin. So this was just kind of like an overall Instagram live of the general ingredients that we should be looking for and the general kind of ingredients that we should stay clear of. So I hope that helped, and I hope the fact that me telling you guys right now that we are going to be doing separate videos on, I think the first one will most probably be hyperpigmentation, because that was like the number one that I got.
Because that is like great.
That is, and that's the thing, And another thing I want to mention, I know we're obviously all in a lockdown at the moment, but Dr. V has her own clinic which specializes in hyperpigmentation. I'd love for you to tell everyone on here and watching this later on just exactly what kind of treatment that is. And obviously after the lockdown, if anyone wants to go and see you for a consultation, like I've seen all your before and after images and they are incredible. So if you guys if you could just tell the guys on here just a bit about your clinic, it would be amazing. I'm sure it'd be really helpful.
No problem. So basically what it was is I remember I just graduated from medical school, and when you become a doctor in an Indian family, everyone starts asking you
they're like, I've got this thing on my finger.
And the one I kept being asked about was hyperpigmentation. And when I started researching it, I realized there was nothing for skin of color. Every single pigmentation treatment, professional grade, was designed in the West by Caucasians for Caucasians. So things like glycolic acid, TCA peels, laser, hydroquinone. And the problem is we burn. We burn, we pigment. And it's just not even worth, you know, doing that treatment.
There's no way around it, apart from obviously you going to your clinic and getting the real.
Yeah. So then I had this discussion with my parents, and I said, listen, can I just borrow your laboratory and try and create the world's first treatment for pigmentation? And I was really, you know, I think I was a bit cocky at the beginning. I thought it was going to be really quick. I mean, you know, I'd done 2 degrees. How difficult could this thing be? And I just totally underestimated how difficult it was going to be. And that's why no one's ever done it, and no one's probably ever going to do it, because it took me 5 years. We failed for 5 years until we got to a point where we started succeeding, and now we have a 95% success rate with 0 burns. And that was my key thing, is no burns.
Yeah,
so
because that's the thing, is burning is what we definitely don't want, because we already have skin that pigments.
Exactly. I'd rather you did nothing. I'd rather you didn't go and see anyone. I'd rather you didn't do anything to your skin than to make it worse. Because once you've got pigmentation, then you're going to need professional treatment. So today we've done about 30,000 cases of pigmentation, literally everything from all over the face and body. And then dark circles is a separate treatment that we designed.
Specialize in,
So we can start training doctors globally on the dark circles treatment. Yeah, hopefully, like once Corona decides to leave us.
Yeah. Which is going to be amazing. And also Dr. V has her own YouTube channel, so you can watch her videos as well of skincare brands. She's talking about certain issues that people of color go through for their skin in general. So I'm going to leave a swipe up to her Instagram channel as well on my stories once we're done with this live. But yeah, like, honestly, check her out, check her handle out. I'm going to post it on all my socials so you guys can find us. It's super easy. But I feel like this has been so benefit. Like, I've learned so much, so I can just imagine how much everyone else has learned from this. And I'm actually really excited to like save this live and put it up on my IGTV.
Do you know, Kaushal, I have one question for you. Have you had any first in lockdown? Have you done anything for the first time that you thought you were never going to do ever?
Oh,
pressure.
cut my own hair.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
Like how?
So I actually did a live with my friend Nikki, who cuts my hair and colors my hair, and she was like, "Look, would you be up for doing a live together, and we can cut our hair together live?" And I was like, "Yeah." So that was I've never ever. Well, I actually tell a lie. I have done it, but I was so young, and I just kind of went. So it wasn't really cutting my hair. This is like a proper. I never thought I would cut my hair.
Really? Have you done Bex's hair?
Yeah. I tried to do his hair, and
what happened?
I didn't do it too good. I was like, I'm really artsy, and I'm gonna be able to do his fade so well. And he was like, "No, it's okay." He's so sweet, bless him. He's like, "No, you did a really good job, but it's fine. Like, it's not like I need to go out anywhere." And I was like, "So basically, I didn't do that much of a good job." How about you? Have you done any firsts?
Literally today I did my husband's hair, and honestly, like, I just never thought it would ever happen. And so there's me with these shears, and I'm not
you're just like packing up.
I'm like, I'm doing it 10 times, and now a chunk has gone.
Oh yeah, I did that once, and I was like, "Oh, I don't think I was supposed to go there," but then I was like, "It's okay, I can just fade it," thinking like I know how to do. It's hard stuff. Hats off to all of the hairdressers who can do the whole. It's hard work.
It's quite therapeutic though, actually. After a while, it's actually quite a relaxing.
You can go overboard really easily. That's what I think I did. I was like, "Wow, this is great. I'm having such a good time." But I just want to say a massive thank you to you, Dr. V, for sitting down on your Friday night to have this do this Instagram live with me and all of my followers. I think it's been really, really good, and I can't wait to schedule in our topic specific Instagram lives. They're gonna be amazing. I just know it.
Thank you so much for having me.
No, thank you so much, and I will catch you up with you later on WhatsApp, and we can plan that out. So, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
So guys, I hope you found that really helpful. I know I didn't get to answer many questions that you guys were sending through on the live, not by me, I don't mean me answering them, but like asking Dr. V. But we really, really, really want to focus on topic specific Instagram lives going forward, because I feel like talking about something like hyperpigmentation or talking about something like acne should have its own video. I will be sure to do a stories with all the dates and the times of exactly all of the topics that we're going to be covering. So I hope you guys will appreciate that, and I'm really sorry again that we didn't get to answer very many questions that you guys are sending in, but it's because obviously we want to do it all justice rather than just answering the odd question here and there. I just want to say another thank you. I know she's not here right now, but I want to say another thank you to Dr. V for sharing this knowledge with us. I feel like it really helped me, and I really hope it helped all of you guys as well. So I am gonna get going, and I will see you guys all in my next Instagram live. Have an amazing bank holiday weekend, guys, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.